My beloved child, stop right here. Do not scroll past this moment. I am stepping into your world with urgent purpose today because your tired heart desperately needs to hear this raw truth before you sleep. Heaven aligned time itself to bring you to this exact video today, and this is truly not a random accident of a computer program. You did not stumble across my voice by chance. I guided your hand to pause right here, because a massive shift is happening in the unseen realm. The waiting season that has exhausted your spirit is finally closing. You have been carrying a heavy burden for so many months, and I know exactly how tired your bones feel after fighting these silent battles alone. Give me just a few minutes of your time. I promise you will not regret staying here with me. Look at me right now. I need your absolute attention. The noise of the world is constantly trying to steal your inner peace today. Something beautiful is approaching your life. If you rush past this message right now, you might completely miss the very breakthrough you have been praying for in the dark. Your path was directed by my hand to receive an answer today. I have an announcement that will change your perspective. My child, you passed my test. The trial that felt like it would break you is officially over. You stood faithful when everything around you was crumbling into pieces. Now you must listen closely to what happens next, because your entire life is about to shift into divine glory. You spent many nights wondering if I could even hear your voice. I heard every single word you whispered in the dark. I counted every tear that fell from your tired eyes when you thought you were completely alone in that cold room. The silence was not abandonment because I was watching your endurance. Your grading period is complete. The window of heaven is opening right above your head, and I am preparing to pour out a blessing that your human mind cannot even comprehend yet. But you must remain still and listen to my guidance. The enemy wants to distract you from this revelation because he is terrified of your ultimate victory. Do not let the noise win the hour. This message is a holy appointment made just for you. Think about how many videos you see every single day on your phone. Yet you are sitting here listening to these words at this exact second. This is a divine intervention designed to rescue your soul from hopelessness, and your waiting has served a grand purpose. I am opening a loop of wonder that will unfold before your eyes. What happens next in your story will shock the people who doubted your value. They watched you struggle and assumed you were defeated. But they did not know that the furnace was simply shaping a beautiful masterpiece, and you are about to walk out of the fire. I need you to promise me that you will not walk away from this sanctuary. A leaking container cannot hold the living water I want to give you. If you let your focus drift, the enemy will steal the seed of promise before it takes root in your soul. Stay with me until the very last sentence of this sacred broadcast. Do you feel that sudden warmth in your chest right now? That is not a coincidence, because my presence is filling the room where you sit. I am quietening the storm in your mind so you can receive the blueprint of your future, because your past does not define your destiny, while I am making all things new today. You have proven your loyalty during the darkest nights of your existence. Many times, you wanted to quit and throw your hands up in surrender. You thought your prayers were bouncing off a bronze ceiling and falling back to earth. But I caught every broken fragment of your hope and kept it safe in my heavenly jars, because your fragile trust is incredibly precious to my heart. Now the rewards of your endurance are ready to manifest. I am about to unlock doors that have been locked tightly for years, and no human hand will ever be able to shut what I am opening for your sake. You must prepare your heart, because this sudden elevation requires your full obedience. I am giving you a holy warning today, because the transition into your inheritance can be very frightening if you do not truly understand my sovereign ways. Comfort will always tempt you to stay where you are, even when that place is shrinking your faith. I need you to shake off the dust of your previous failures. Walk forward into the light of this new dawn. The strategy of the adversary is to make you believe that nothing will ever change. He whispers lies into your ears when you are exhausted from fighting. He wants you to believe that you are destined to repeat the painful history of your ancestors. But I have broken that chain today with my sovereign voice. You are a cycle breaker chosen to establish a new legacy of abundance. The test was necessary to prove that you would not abuse the power I am giving you. You walked through the valley of humiliation without losing your core integrity, and that is exactly why you are standing at the threshold of a great breakthrough today. Listen to the sound of my voice as it washes away your anxiety. Let your shoulders relax from the tension of trying to survive alone. I did not design you to carry the weight of the universe on your back because you are my dependent child and I am your provider. Trust my timing above your own understanding. What happens next will require you to leave some things behind. You cannot walk into a spacious place while holding onto the baggage of old resentments, so I will show you exactly who belongs in your next chapter and who must be left at the gate. Do not argue with my holy pruning process because it completely protects your future. The test you just passed was not meant to destroy your confidence. It was a divine calibration to ensure that your roots run deep into my love. When the winds of prosperity blow, you will stand firm like a cedar tree instead of being blown away by pride. Your character is now ready for the blessing. I am calling you out of the shadows of isolation. You have been hiding your true self because you were afraid of being rejected again. You smiled for other people while quietly breaking into pieces inside your room, but I saw the beauty of your hidden sacrifice, and I am rewarding you publicly today. A table is being prepared for you in the presence of your critics. The individuals who laughed at your small beginnings will watch you inherit the land. They will not understand how a person who suffered so much could rise so high, and they will have to admit that my hand is resting upon your life. Do not hurry through these minutes because this is your sanctuary. The world outside is filled with urgency and panic, but here you find rest. I am sealing your spirit against the arrows of doubt that will fly tomorrow, and this message is an anchor for your soul when the waves of life try to shake you. I am about to reveal a secret that has been kept from you for a long time. There is a specific reason why the answers you begged for seemed delayed, and it was truly not a denial of your requests, but a strategic alignment to save you from a trap. I will explain everything if you stay with me a little longer. Your patience has been recorded in the books of heaven. The angels are rejoicing because you did not lose your integrity under pressure. You chose kindness when people treated you with cruelty and selfishness. You kept giving when your own hands were empty and dry, and that is why your harvest is double. Come closer to me now, because the urgency of stopping you was only so I could hold your heart for a moment. Let me speak softly to the part of your soul that is most exhausted from the long journey. You have paused your busy day, and now I am going to speak directly to the deepest place inside you. Come closer to me now, because the urgency of stopping you was only so I could hold your heart for a moment. Let me speak softly to the part of your soul that is most exhausted from the long journey. You have paused your busy day, and now I am going to speak directly to the deepest place inside you. You think nobody sees your heavy tears. You have become an expert at pretending. You wake up every morning and put on a heavy shield of strength for other people. You make sure everyone is safe and taken care of. But who takes care of you when your spirit breaks? You carry the weight of your family without complaining, but you forget that your own vessel needs to be refilled before it runs dry. I saw you walking through the crowded rooms today. You laughed with your friends and you shared meals with your coworkers, yet you felt like you were the most alone person in the entire world. You looked at the happy faces around you and wondered why your own path feels so heavy while everyone else seems to move forward so easily. You have been fighting these brutal wars in total silence. Nobody knows the true depth of the anxiety that keeps you awake until the sun rises. They only see your outward success and your stable personality. They do not know that you are barely surviving on the inside because you pour out all your love until you are completely dry and empty. Let us open the door to your hidden memories right now. I want to remind you of a very specific night that happened not too long ago. You were sitting on the cold floor of your bathroom while the running water covered the sound of your crying. You pressed your face into a soft towel because you did not want anyone to hear your deep sorrow. You felt a crushing tightness in the middle of your chest. You held your stomach and gasped for air because the agony was simply too large for any human words. You looked at the dark ceiling and whispered a broken question into the quiet night. You asked me why I had abandoned you in that dark place. You truly believed I was gone. You thought my silence meant that I was angry with your flaws. You wondered if you had failed some requirement or arrived late to your own destiny. The enemy used that quiet night to whisper terrible lies into your fragile mind, and he wanted you to believe that your prayers were completely useless. You felt completely forgotten by heaven, but hear my gentle whisper in this holy moment. I was not absent during that terrifying night on the bathroom floor. I was actually sitting right there on the tiles beside your trembling body, and I was holding your shaking shoulders while you wept silently in the dark. Not a single drop of your sorrow fell without my hands catching it. I counted every single tear that stained your pillowcase during those long midnight hours. I kept your broken sighs inside my heavenly jars, because your pain is deeply precious to my heart. Your tears were truly not a sign of weakness or failure, but they were the holy water that was cleansing your soul for a grand destination. You are the silent survivor of a generational storm. You have watched your parents and your relatives crumble under the exact same pressure. They turned to bitterness and anger when life treated them unfairly. But you chose to remain gentle and kind despite the deep wounds in your heart. You refused to pass the pain on to others. That is exactly why your exhaustion runs so deep into your bones. You are not just fighting your own daily battles today. You are absorbing the heavy impact of a generational curse that has haunted your family tree for decades, and you have been standing as a human shield to protect the innocent children who will come after you. I see how tired your thoughts are right now. You try to analyze every single decision and every possible mistake you could make tomorrow. Your mind spins like a wheel that never stops turning because you feel responsible for everything. You believe that if you let go of the control for 1 second, your world will collapse. But I am asking you to release that heavy grip today. You have been playing the role of the savior for too many broken people. You have given your sincere heart to individuals who did not know how to value your presence, and they took your kindness to feed their own selfish desires before leaving you behind. You felt a deep sense of betrayal when they walked away without saying thank you. You asked me why your pure love was constantly met with disappointment and cold rejection. You began to doubt your own inherent worth because of their cruel actions, and you wondered if you were fundamentally broken beyond any hope of repair. Stop measuring your divine value by the empty hands of people who cannot see the light. A diamond covered in thick dust is still a priceless treasure to the master who created it. You were shaped with extreme precision inside the secret place of my thoughts. I did not make an error when I assembled your sensitive soul. Your deep sensitivity is truly your greatest spiritual weapon. The enemy targeted your heart with heavy sorrow because he wanted to turn your compassion into bitter hatred. He knows that if he can poison your well, he can stop the healing of many nations. But he has completely lost his power over your mind today. I am restoring the pieces that the thieves stole from your youth. I see the years you lost to grief and the opportunities that vanished due to fear. You feel like you have arrived late to your own life while everyone else is moving forward, and you watch their joy with a quiet panic rising inside your chest. Trust my sovereign pacing above the frantic rhythm of this fallen world. You are not behind, because you are currently on a hidden path of holy preparation. What looked like a painful delay was actually my hand pulling you back to shield you from a fatal trap. I was hiding my weapon until the perfect moment of battle. Let the heaviness lift from your tired eyelids right now. You do not have to apologize for being exhausted, because I know exactly how far you have walked in those worn-out shoes. You have proven your loyalty by staying sweet when the world was incredibly bitter to you. Your heart is still pure despite the scars. I want you to anchor this profound truth deep inside your spirit before we move into the next phase of your destiny. You have survived the worst days of your life without losing your faith. You are standing here today because my grace was holding you up when your own feet were slipping into the abyss. Now we are approaching the end of your long season of testing. The cloud of confusion is beginning to lift from your vision, and you will soon see the physical evidence of my promises manifesting in your daily life. But you must stay connected to my voice as I reveal the blueprint of your breakthrough. My beloved child, if you feel that quiet warmth spreading through your chest right now, if you recognize my voice soothing your deep wounds, please click the like button on this video right now as a holy act of agreement between your heart and mine. This is truly not a normal digital interaction today. It is a sacred anchor of faith that anchors your fragile soul to the reality of my presence. By making this small commitment, you are signaling to the heavenly realms that you accept my comfort and surrender your worries. You are opening your hands to receive the double harvest I have prepared for you. It is time for your mind to open to a higher perspective today. You have spent too much time looking at your circumstances through the eyes of human disappointment. You thought you were being punished. The road became narrow, but I want you to understand something deeply in your spirit right now, because your limited view cannot see the glorious end from this small beginning. Do not call this long delay a painful failure. It was actually my holy protection over your destiny. You cried when those opportunities vanished into thin air. You thought I was hiding my face, and every single time you begged for an open door that I tightly closed, my heart was shielding your precious future from an invisible disaster. I saw the hidden traps along that glamorous path. If I had allowed you to walk through those open doors, your fragile soul would have been shattered completely. I loved you too much. I could not let you enter rooms that were destined to destroy your peace, so I blocked your steps to save your spirit from a lifetime of deep regret. Let us look into the ancient days together. There was a young man, and I placed a magnificent dream deep inside his innocent heart. He was completely faithful, and his soul was pure. Yet I allowed his own brothers to throw him into a dark pit in the lonely desert, while he cried out in total confusion and sorrow. He wondered why I allowed such a horrible betrayal to happen. He spent years inside a cold prison cell for a crime he did not commit. He felt completely forgotten. The walls were thick, but I was never absent from his suffering because I was quietly building his character underneath the surface to handle the weight of a throne. No earthly palace could have prepared his spirit for world leadership. My child, the pit you are sitting in right now is truly not your final grave. It is simply your necessary preparation room. Hold the dream tightly. Do not let the heavy darkness convince you that I dropped your beautiful future when you turned your face away in total despair. You are being molded into a carefully formed masterpiece. A master builder does not waste time cutting cheap stones. Every sharp blow of the hammer in your life was calculated with perfect precision. Every season of isolation was designed to separate your destiny from the noise of the crowd, because you are destined to shine. The pain you endured was truly not a sign of my holy anger. It was a divine pruning process. I had to remove the dead branches that were hindering your growth. I disconnected you from certain people. They were comfortable with your smallness, and they could never walk beside you into the spacious place I am currently preparing. It hurt your gentle soul when those close friendships withered away so quickly. You felt rejected by the world. You questioned your own inherent worth for months, but I was simply clearing the ground around your roots so you could freely expand into a giant cedar tree that cannot be shaken by the fierce storms of life. Look at your past battles through this divine lens today. The fierce attacks from the adversary did not happen because you were failing my expectations. The enemy targeted your life because your light is rising in the spiritual realm. He saw the marks of a chosen leader upon your life before you even woke up this morning. He tried to drown your voice in a sea of thick anxiety. He wanted to paralyze your potential so you would never step into your true authority. But his desperate strategy has completely backfired on him today, because your endurance has proven that you are completely unbreakable under pressure, and your faith is strong. The fire did not burn you, but it melted your heavy chains. You have emerged from the furnace with an authentic authority that cannot be counterfeited by anyone. The comfortable people do not possess your depth. You can speak to the broken souls because you know exactly how the darkness tastes, and you can show them the exit. Your suffering has served a grand purpose in my sovereign kingdom. I did not design your life to be a tragic story of endless survival. You were saved to carry the medicine of hope to a dying generation, and I am shaping you into the very miracle that other people will behold with wonder after this current storm passes away. Think about the famous heroes of faith who walked before you. None of them walked a smooth road of luxury and easy victories. They all had to cross their own wild deserts and face their own giant enemies in the dark, while the visible evidence screamed that everything was completely lost and abandoned. You are walking in their sacred footsteps right now. Do not shrink back in fear when the winds howl around your house tonight. Your trembling obedience is the exact key that unlocks the next dimension of my power, and I do not require you to be perfect before I perform a magnificent miracle through your hands. I only require your absolute surrender to my perfect timing. The world teaches you to hustle and scramble for every scrap of success. It tells you to build your own kingdom through your empty human strength. But my kingdom operates on a completely different frequency of rest and total dependence on my grace. When you learn to remain still in my presence, the battles are fought by my heavenly armies. You do not have to defend your reputation against the lies of your critics today. I am the one who vindicates your character in the public square, and I am currently writing the final sentences of your long trial. The testing phase of your journey had a specific expiration date. Heaven has officially decreed that your training is complete today. You have learned to trust my heart when you could not trace my working hand. You have proven that you love me for who I am, rather than just for the material blessings I provide. Now we are ready to move toward the great reveal of your inheritance. I want to clear the remaining fog from your heavy mind before the morning arrives. Listen to the secret rhythm of my voice as it establishes perfect order in your chaotic thoughts, because your restoration will be incredibly sudden and swift. Let us stop for a moment in this sacred space. I want you to make a bold declaration of your faith right now. Write under this video in the comment section the words, "God is my safe refuge and my test is complete." Let these letters become a permanent monument of your victory in the spiritual world today. By typing these words of power, you are locking your heart into my sovereign peace. You are telling the enemy that he no longer has any legal right to torment your thoughts with fear. And right now, you are standing firm as a true sickle breaker who welcomes the new season of abundance with wide open arms. I see your fingers moving, and I see your spirit aligning with my decree. The angels are currently recording your act of obedience in the books of remembrance. Do not let the smallness of this action deceive your logical mind, because simple obedience always triggers massive breakthroughs in the physical realm. Now that you have anchored your heart, you are ready for the next chapter. The transition from the wilderness to the promised land requires absolute clarity of vision. I am about to speak over your life with absolute authority, and the unseen realm is already trembling at the sound of my holy decree. Your ancestors wandered in the desert because they kept grumbling against my guidance. They allowed their hearts to become hard like cold stone when the water felt dry. But you have kept your spirit soft and malleable through all these years of silent suffering, and that is why you will possess the land easily. Take a deep breath and let the remaining anxiety melt away completely. The heavy yoke of your past is slipping off your weary neck right now. I am preparing to show you what happens next in your glorious story. So clear your mind of all human limitations and listen with the deepest place of your heart. Hear me now with your entire spirit. Your total vindication has arrived. I am standing in the heavenly courtroom right now. I am stamping your file with the golden seal of completion today. The adversary spent months accusing your identity and trying to prove your failure, but his lips are completely sealed forever today because my grace protects you. I look at the dark forces right now. They pursued your family for decades. I give them a final command today. They must pack their weapons and leave your path immediately, because your holy training is finished and your divine inheritance is fully secured. You belong exclusively to my sovereign grace, and the enemy has no legal right to touch your life anymore. The heavy chains are breaking at this second. They bound your fragile ankles for years. I am shaking the old foundations of your prison cell. Every closed door is flying open by the power of my spoken word. You are no longer a captive of your past circumstances because your total freedom has been authorized by the highest court of heaven. I know how hard you fought recently. You tried to keep your head above the water. Your soul was incredibly heavy. You wanted to give up every single morning, but you kept moving your feet in the dark, even when you could not see my guiding light. And that quiet endurance has moved my heart deeply today. Move your focus away from the battle. Drop your heavy weapons right now. Let your hands open completely before my face. You no longer need to fight these enemies alone. I need you to perform a holy act of deep surrender at this very moment, while the world is quiet, and your human intellect must stop trying to manipulate the future. Close your physical eyes right now. Take a slow breath of life. Relax your mind for just a moment. Feel the heavy burden sliding off your tired shoulders while my presence floods your inner world, because you have been struggling with problems that were never meant for your tiny hands. I am asking you to hand those heavy bags directly to me today. Release the intense fear of poverty. Let go of the pain of abandonment. Give me the broken pieces of your heart to rebuild your life. I will wash away the stains of your previous tears. You cannot construct a magnificent destiny while holding on to the dust of your old defeats, so let the dirty garments fall to the floor right now without regret. You are no longer a victim. The role of the sufferer is finished. I am stripping that old label away. I am dressing your spirit in royal robes today. The wilderness was merely your necessary training ground, but the spacious valley of blessing is your actual home, because I have chosen you to reflect my glory to the nations. Remember the ancient dreamer of Israel. He was thrown into a dark pit. He spent years inside a cold cell. He felt completely forgotten by the world. But he went to sleep as a lonely prisoner, and he woke up as the ruler of the entire nation because my sovereign timing was operating perfectly behind the thick walls. Your transition will follow that pattern. The change will be incredibly swift. I am accelerating your restoration timeline today. The people who mocked your struggle will be completely shocked when they see the high level of authority I am placing in your hands, and they will have to respect your new position. There was another exhausted prophet. He called down fire from heaven. Then he ran into the wilderness. He lay down under a tree and asked me to take his life away because his vessel was completely empty. I did not judge his fragile despair. I sent a holy angel to bake him fresh bread in the desert. Your strength will return. I am doing that for you today. I see your profound weariness. I do not expect you to run fast right now. I am commanding you to simply rest in my presence while my spirit refills your empty container, because the next phase of your destiny requires a completely refreshed mind and a light heart. Your hands are completely open now. I am ready to pour out my provision. I am opening the hidden reservoirs of wealth. These resources were stored up for this exact hour. You will no longer have to worry about paying your bills or surviving another month of lack, because my heavenly storehouse never runs dry. The years of struggle are over. A double harvest is coming to your house. I am directing unexpected streams of abundance to find you. You will receive blessings that you did not even labor for. Your small basket will overflow with goodness until you become a living fountain of generosity for thousands of needy souls around the world. Every single tear is being counted. They fell during your lonely midnight hours. They are turning into a bright gem today. I am weaving your hidden sacrifices into a magnificent crown of victory. Your period of public humiliation is officially over, and your season of divine honor is beginning right now in the sight of everyone. I am healing your physical vessel. The chronic exhaustion is dissolving right now. My holy presence is warming your body. I am giving you a new level of strength. Your mind will no longer be tormented by the heavy ghosts of your old trauma, because my perfect love has built a protective shield around your thoughts. You lost some close relationships recently. You wept bitterly for their departure. You thought you were losing everything, but I was simply removing the dangerous parasites from your path. They were not equipped to handle the weight of the glory that I am placing on your shoulders today. So do not look back at them anymore. Your critics will watch you inherit the land. They will see you walking in complete freedom. They will have to acknowledge my favor today. It is resting heavily upon your life. I am completely reversing your status from a hidden casualty of war to a visible beacon of hope for many nations that are still walking in darkness. I am establishing an unbreakable covenant. This protection covers your entire household today. The peace entering your home will guard your children. It will secure your financial accounts from the thief. No weapon formed against your breakthrough will prosper, because my mighty angels are standing at your wooden gates with flaming swords. My word is a sovereign decree. It can never be canceled by human plots. When I speak blessing over your life, the deal is finalized. No demon in the dark can steal your inheritance away, and no jealous tongue can ever curse what heaven has sanctified for your glory. You are safe inside the secret place of my presence today. Do not let doubt steal this moment. The enemy will try to remind you of mistakes. He will whisper lies when this video ends. You must remember my grace has erased your history. You are standing before my throne with a completely clean slate and a pure destiny, because my love has paid your entire debt already. You are receiving a massive upgrade today. Your spiritual authority is expanding rapidly. The test was long for a reason. You needed to develop an iron character. You had to learn how to praise me when your stomach was empty and your friends were gone, and that is why your current promotion is permanent. Rest your weary soul right now. The storm has spent all its energy. The sky is turning into brilliant gold. You do not have to worry about tomorrow because I have already walked into your future and arranged every single detail for your maximum benefit, comfort, and perfect peace during this new season. The declaration has been made in heaven. The atmosphere of your room has shifted. What remains now is one final step. This action will lock the blessing into reality. Listen carefully to my next instruction because it will seal your protection against all future attacks of the enemy while you walk into your promise. Let the absolute stillness of my spirit fill the room where you are resting right now. The violent wind of your previous season has completely run out of energy. The morning sun is casting a beautiful golden glow over your entire path today. You do not have to look back at the painful wreckage of the past, because everything has been made completely new by my sovereign power. I am standing right beside you in this quiet room. I will remain with you through every single step of this glorious journey ahead. Your long nights of wandering in the dark desert are finally finished. You are now crossing the holy boundary into a spacious territory, where my endless provision and profound rest will sustain your soul through all the years of your life. Do you feel the heavy burden lifting completely from your aching heart today? The lingering tension in your tight shoulders is melting away like snow under the warm sun right now. My perfect love has cast out all your fear. You have trusted my word during the darkest hours of your trial, and your quiet loyalty has moved my heart deeply in this sacred hour. I am wrapping my arms of divine protection tightly around your sensitive soul right now. The loud voices of condemnation and anxiety are fading away into complete silence. Their false authority over your bright future is permanently canceled by my decree. Take another deep breath of life right now, and anchor your mind into this absolute calm that I am giving you. Now we must place the final seal upon the holy covenant I have established with your household today. A divine promise always requires an external expression of your faithful agreement to lock it into your physical reality completely. I am asking you to perform a simple yet powerful ritual of obedience before you return to the noise of the busy world outside. Please click the like button on this message right now if you stand firm in total agreement with my holy decree. This is truly not a normal digital interaction on your glass phone today. It serves as a spiritual altar where your fragile faith joins my eternal power. You are showing the heavenly realm that you fully accept my comfort and my restoration. Your simple act of alignment is being recorded by my mighty angels in the books of remembrance right now. It anchors your soul to the reality of this sudden breakthrough. It prevents the enemy from stealing the seed of promise from your mind. By hitting that button today, you are declaring your total victory over the pain of your previous chapters. I want you to leave a lasting monument of your faith in the public square today so everyone can see it. The world must witness your beautiful transformation after the fire. Take a brief moment to type the words, "Amen, my test is complete," inside the comment section below. Let these printed words become an unbreakable shield against all future doubt. When you type your confession, you are closing the loop of your long suffering forever. You are telling the adversary that he no longer has any legal right to torment your memories with old trauma. Your testimony will carry a heavy weight in the spiritual realm, and it will open the heavy gates of your financial abundance before the morning arrives today. But your divine calling goes far beyond your own personal relief and comfort today. You were not rescued from the burning furnace simply to sit alone in the safety of your tent. I have appointed your life to become a powerful light bearer for thousands of broken souls who are still lost in the dark world without any direction or hope. There are many weary warriors out there who are secretly crying out for a single fragment of hope tonight. They are sitting on the cold floors of their deep despair, just like you were a few seasons ago. They desperately need to know that my love is still alive, and I am sending your transformed spirit to carry my healing mercy directly to them. I want you to share this sacred broadcast with exactly 3 individuals who are currently struggling to survive their own private storms today. Do not hesitate or analyze this request with your logical mind. This small act of sharing will turn your message into a divine stream of restoration that will save their exhausted spirits from giving up. By distributing this light, you are fulfilling your true destiny as a cycle breaker for this generation. You are planting seeds of hope in dry places. I promise that your own harvest will multiply double every single time you help another child find their way home to my heart, because your sincere generosity always opens the windows of heaven. You must also protect the continuous stream of my guidance in your daily life after this video ends. The enemy will try to distract your attention tomorrow with the trivial details of survival. I need you to subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell right now so you never miss the daily instructions I am preparing for you. My voice brings perfect clarity to your thoughts when the world is filled with loud noise and confusion today. By staying connected to this sanctuary, you are guarding your mind against the subtle lies of the adversary. You are ensuring that your steps remain perfectly aligned with my precise timing through the entire journey of this new year. Think of this daily connection as your morning bread that sustains your inner vessel. It will nourish your spirit. It will give you the necessary strength to carry the weight of the immense glory I am pouring into your hands today. Do not let the busy routines of life steal this sacred habit away from your daily schedule anymore. You are now standing completely secure inside your new identity as a chosen child. You are no longer the broken survivor who must hide in the shadows of shame or fear. You have been crowned with divine honor and absolute authority in my house. Walk out of this sanctuary with your head held high and your eyes fixed on my face. The peace that passes all human understanding is filling your mind right now. It will guard your heart while you sleep tonight. It will guide your big decisions when you wake up tomorrow morning. You do not have to worry about the future, because I have already walked into your tomorrow and arranged every single detail for your success. I am multiplying your financial resources from unexpected directions. I am healing your physical body from all chronic exhaustion. I am completely restoring the pure joy that the thieves stole from your family during the long years of lack. Your mouth will be filled with sweet laughter once again because my favor is permanent over your life. My presence will walk before you like a consuming fire to flatten every mountain of obstacle in your way. My angels will march beside you to guard your steps from every hidden trap of the enemy. My goodness will follow behind your back to secure your legacy for many generations of children who will carry your holy name. Do not let the small worries of tomorrow pull you back into the old pattern of panic. The enemy will try to test your new boundaries. He will whisper that this peace is temporary. You must answer his lies with the memory of my voice today, because you have already proven that you can stand firm when the foundation around you is shaking. You are completely safe inside my changeless love today. No human plot can ever cancel the blessing I have spoken over your head. No jealous tongue can ever diminish the bright light that is rising from your soul. The test is finished. Your victory is completely absolute, and the dark forces can never reverse what heaven has decreed. Go forth into the world with boldness and joy today. Remember that I am always closer to you than the very breath in your lungs. I will never leave your side for a single second of your earthly existence. Receive my ultimate blessing today, my beloved child, and be at perfect peace as we walk together into your promise.